And in that article, you argued that male prisoners should be allowed to claim they are transgender in order to be assigned to a female prison, didn't you? Well, let me just ask you, do you think that a male prisoner convicted in a court of law on a final judgment should be allowed to claim that he is transgender in order to be assigned to a female prison? Senator Durbin may save you here, but I don't think you've been honest with this committee, because I've read your writings, and I'd respect you a lot more if you stepped up to the plate and said, this is what I believe.
In a heated Senate Judiciary Committee hearing, Senator John Kennedy took aim at a Democrat judicial nominee and didn't let go. Armed with direct quotes, published writings, and past affiliations, Kennedy launched a fiery cross-examination that left the nominee visibly cornered. The clash wasn't just political, it was personal, intense, and brutally revealing. It began with a calm but cutting observation. Kennedy, with his signature Southern charm and razor-sharp logic, told the nominee flat out, "I don't believe you were truthful in answering Senator Lee's questions." From there, it was all downhill for the nominee. Kennedy referenced a 2010 article the nominee wrote, an article that, as Kennedy pointed out, strongly advocated controversial policies. Kennedy wasn't vague. He read the nominee's own words right back to her. Let's dive in.
Senator Klobuchar, Senator Kennedy.
Judge Lee, I don't believe you were truthful in answering Senator Lee's questions. You wrote an article in 2010 entitled "An Overview of Special Populations in California Prisons," did you not?
Yes, I did.
Okay. And in that article, you argued that male prisoners should be allowed to claim they are transgender in order to be assigned to a female prison, didn't you?
As I said to Senator Lee, that was an article which arose from a symposium, which I just moderated the panel, and then summarized for the symposium edition the different arguments and issues that were raised.
Well, I've read your article, and I don't think that's accurate. You identify certain special populations, transgender people, immigrants, and racial minorities. And you're very critical of the way the California prison system treats them. For example, I'm going to quote here, your words, not mine. "The prison system relies heavily on a dichotomous sex-based means of classification. Prisoners are classified by their biological attributes rather than their gender identification. As described by one of the people in the California prison system, the classification process is gender neutral. We really don't distinguish between transgender and non-transgender inmates." Did I read that correctly?
Senator, I don't recall it word by word, but
Here it is.
So. Okay.
And at the end, here's your conclusion. Your words, not mine. In conclusion, because each of these populations, including transgender, traditionally has been marginalized by American society based on their gender, race, ethnicity, or status, they are often further distanced from and marginalized by society upon incarceration. A recent president said you can fairly judge the character of a society by how it treats the weak, the vulnerable, the most easily forgotten. Did you say that?
That's what was written.
Okay. And so, but you're saying your article is just a summary of the opinions of people that you moderated?
I moderated a panel. There were 3 panelists about those different topics. That's what was represented in terms of the issues. And
well, let me just ask you, do you think that a male prisoner convicted in a court of law on a final judgment should be allowed to claim that he is transgender in order to be assigned to a female prison?
Senator, as discussed earlier, the issue of assignment in facilities and such is one which is being actively litigated in California and may become before me. If I were to be
now all of a
confirmed, I would
sudden you can't answer it. You answered it in your law review article. You
Senator,
were for it. But now you can't answer it? Is that your testimony? Senator Durbin may save you here, but I don't think you've been honest with this committee, because I've read your writings. And I'd respect you a lot more if you stepped up to the plate and said, this is what I believe.
Senator John Kennedy didn't just expose inconsistencies, he exposed a pattern of avoidance, ideological activism, and selective memory. Faced with the nominee's attempts to distance herself from her own writings and editorial choices, Kennedy stayed grounded in facts, not opinion. He brought receipts, quoted word for word, and held firm to the principle that honesty should be non-negotiable for anyone seeking a lifetime judicial appointment. In an era where many lawmakers grandstand without substance, Kennedy stood out by doing his homework and confronting a nominee who clearly didn't expect anyone to dig this deep. His tough questioning wasn't personal. It was about ensuring that those entrusted with interpreting the Constitution are transparent about their values and past statements. By refusing to let carefully crafted talking points and convenient memory lapses slide, Senator Kennedy once again proved why he's one of the few in Washington still willing to ask the hard questions and demand real answers. Senator John Kennedy's no-nonsense grilling style has become a staple in today's polarized political climate, but this hearing hit a different note. It was a reminder that words matter, writings matter, and integrity matters most of all. If nominees can't stand by what they've said and written, what hope do Americans have that they'll stand firm on the bench? For more bold takedowns, Senate showdowns, and no-holds-barred accountability, make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because this was just the beginning. So before wrap things up, don't forget to like the video, hit that subscribe button, click on the notification icon for more videos.